Great team performance on Friday night.
Yeah, definitely. We went out there to play the way we wanted to play, and we didn't really know what Richmond were going to throw at us, and they came with a bit of a handball game and tried to chat through us, and the way we defended against that as a team worked for us. Got the game played in our half a little bit, and yeah, we able to keep a winning score.
How's Scotty Lycett feeling at the moment? Obviously it isn't out as yet as to whether he cops the suspension, but for him, because he had such a great game.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I haven't really spoken to him about it. I didn't see the incident that happened and can't really comment. We'll just wait and see what happens with the match review panel.
Losing him, I mean, it's almost certainly you're going to lose him this week. So what does that do to your team?
Yeah, look, we'll wait and see. We don't know what's going to happen, so yeah, we'll just wait and see.
If you do lose him, then what will it do to your team?
Not my problem, really. Our coaches will figure that out. Not a player's decision to make.
Chris, it appears he's got a fairly aggressive edge to him this year. Is that a way he's been told to play, or is that the way he normally plays?
I think naturally that's the way he plays, and that's the way he plays his best footy. So we need that from him every week, and yeah, we love the way he attacks it.
If he does get rubbed out, do you tell him to maybe curb that a little bit, or you just tell him keep going at it? That'll happen.
I think you play footy the way you play footy. It's pretty hard to chop and change, I think.
Things have changed for him with Sinclair moving on. He's certainly stepped up. Do you think he has stepped up? I mean, maybe against the Hawks he was a bit off, but his game Friday night was quite impressive.
Yeah, I think we always knew he had quite a lot of potential, and it was just whether he wanted to take the next step. And I think he has. He's gone above what we thought, and he plays his role every week, and that's all we can ask. Back up, Nick Nat probably one of the best in the league, and those two working together is really hard for teams to sort of match up against and plan for as well.
It must be encouraging. 2 games now that Matt Priddis has been a late withdrawal. You've come out and got the points. Must be encouraging for the group to think, well, without Matt, we can still stand up and play some pretty decent footy.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think any one player is crucial to us winning. Same pretty team brand of footy, the way we defend as a team, the way we attack as teams. So, obviously you want a Brownlow medalist out there, but he wasn't, and we can cover it. So that's positive. But yeah, hopefully he should be sweet to come back this week and take on the Swans.
Having an extra couple of days off this week compared to the 6-day breaks you've been having, how important is that for you guys?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of sore boys around. You can get through and you play a game of footy on 6 days, no worries. But you get a couple in a row plus a bit of travel, obviously catches up with you. So 8 days now, and then I think we've got another 8-dayer after that. So yeah, the boys will love it.
How big's the challenge to take on Sydney?
Yeah, I think it's huge. You go over to Sydney. We haven't played there very often. I think the last time we played there was probably 2010 or something. So long time between drinks, but yeah, we'll go over there, play the way we want to play. We'll do a bit of research on how to play that ground and how to play Sydney, and hopefully it comes out all right.
Do you think they'll be stinging a little bit, obviously after a pretty hard game against the Crows, but going down?
Yeah, I think so. I think every team comes off a loss, has a lot of things they need to improve on, and a bit of fire in the belly. So, but they're hard to beat. Whether they've come off a win or a loss, so it's going to be a tough day, but hopefully we can play the way we want, get the win.
Did you see that game? It was quite an enthralling contest, the Adelaide.
Absolutely did not see that game. Didn't watch any footy over the weekend, so had a weekend free of it, but I'm sure we'll have a look at it. All the coaches will definitely have a look at it and then pass on what they need to.
Winning games interstate, your record in the latter stage of last year fell away a bit with that. How important is it for you guys to start proving that you can win those interstate games against good teams again?
Yeah, I think it's always important to win your games wherever you're playing them. But yeah, away for us, we play so frequently away, we need to really make the most of them. And against a big opponent like Sydney, it's going to be really important. So, like I said, we don't know really how to play the ground as of yet. The coaches will do some planning around that. We'll train at Subi during the week, and yeah, we'll see how we go.
Does training at Subi, does it work when you're playing on a ground 20 metres shorter and a lot fatter and stuff, or have you ever bothered to say that we'll go and train somewhere else instead?
Yeah, no, they just change the dimensions at Subi for us. We're not stuck to the size Subi is. We can put some cones around and make it small and do what do different things with it. So I think we're happy to train at Subi. It's where we're based, so yeah, we love it.
How are you travelling coming off that ankle injury in the pre-season?
Yeah, mate, still trying to find my form a little bit, but yeah, fitness is coming along. A couple of games in now, I feel a little bit better. The 6-day was a good one, so yeah, ready to have a little bit of a breather now and take on Sydney. Hopefully I'm better for the run.
What have you seen of Lewis Jetta fitting into the group, he mentioned post-match that he'd been looking at you and Andrew in terms of your work rate up and back and trying to replicate that in his game so far this season. What have you seen of him moving into the West Coast side this year?
Yeah, he just adds something different that we didn't have before. That speed and his elite kick that he's got is so important. So we're trying to get him to play the wing role the way we play it, and if we can get a bit of diversity through those wings and through on ball and half forwards, we're pretty hard to match up on, and he just adds another dimension to that and absolutely fit in well. I suppose when we can win the footy and we can get it out to someone like that can kick a ball 70 metres off of a step and kick goals from outside 50, it's pretty damaging. So, plus he's a pretty funny dude to have around.